Welcome back from an ad break. Now let us continue by looking at the application questions. Thato banks with ATB Bank, of which a banking statement is emailed to him on monthly basis. Answer the questions that follow using this bank statement. So number 1, of which is our number A, it says here, differentiate between the term debit and credit. So firstly, you need to indicate what are you defining. So if you are defining a credit, you must indicate that now I'm talking about a credit. So remember, a credit, we've said it will be an amount that will be deposited into the account. So it will be deposited, and then the debit will be the total amount that will be taken out of the account. So now it simply means that whenever there's a debit, you'll also see with a negative sign that this amount has been taken out. If there's a credit, you'll also see by an indication of a positive sign that there was an amount that was deposited into the account. So moving on to number B, with which bank does Thato does his banking? So now, can you see why it is important to always study what is given before you? Because now the name of the bank, it was given on the statement. So the bank that Thato banks with is ATB Bank. So we have ATB Bank. So that's what Thato banks do his banking. Now, moving on to number C, calculate the missing value of A on the statement. So when we look at the statement, the missing value appears on the balance. So we need to find out the balance on this day, of which it was the 21st. So now, looking at this statement, we are given here on the 20, we are given a balance of 29,373 rand 23, and we can see that there was a debit of which it was 1,250, and after this debit we should determine the balance, the new balance on that day. So remember, a debit is a total amount that is taken out of the account. So we have our previous balance, of which is 29,373 rand 23, minus our debit, of which is 1,250. So having that amount been taken out of this bank balance, the balance would be, let's work it out, how much will be the balance if that was taken out. So we are going to have a new balance of 28,123 rand 23 cents. So that will be the new balance on this day after the 1,250 has been debited. Then number D, calculate the missing value of B on this statement. So looking at our statement, we can see that B appears on credit. So this is our B. We need to find B. So we can see that if it's a credit, there was an amount that was deposited into this account. We need to find out how much was it. So we are going to be using these two values here, balances. So we have 54,000 54,708 rand 48 cents minus 22,186 rand 23 cents. So this will give us a difference of 32,522 rands 24 cents. So it means the amount that was deposited on our credit, of which is was B, was 32,522.25 cents. So if you need to prove if your answer is correct, you can say 32,522 rand 25 cents plus 22,186.23. So it will give you the new balance, of which it's 54,708 rand 48 cents. Now we move on to number E. Write the balance brought forward in weight. So now you'll be asked now and then to write a value in weight. So you should be able to write that in weight. So on the 19th, that's where we have our balance brought forward. So this will be 26,935 rands 48 cents. So we can write that down. So we have 26,000 and 93 26,900 and 35 rands and 48 cents. Yes, so that was the balance brought forward on the 19th. Then number F, identify the fee that was charged on the bond payment. So you go to your statement, you carefully study the statement, and you check where it appears or indicates the bond fee. So we have this, which is the bond payment. Below the bond payment, there's a service fee of which it was charged. So the service fee on this statement, it appears to be 21 rand 75 cents. Yes, so that is the amount that was charged, or a fee that was charged. So the question was to say identify. So we are not calculating, we just indicate the amount. Now with number G, it says here, calculate the days covered on this statement period from the 19th of April up to the 1st of May. So now you need to know how many days are there in April as well as in May. So in April we have 30 days. So it means a month of April will end on the 30th and then of May on the 31st. So now we are going to start counting the number of days from the day that appears on the statement. So if it says from the 19th, you're going to start counting on the 19th. We are also including the day on the 19th. So counting from the 19th of April, you are going to have 12 days, plus you're only having one day in May, of which is the 1st of May. So you're going to have 12 plus 1, of which you are going to have 13 days. So it means this statement covers only 13 days. And show how the balance of 29,385 rand 48 cents was calculated. Show how. Already this is the balance that they have on the statement. They need us to show how they came across to that value. So now on our statement, we go and check where is the 29,385. 48 cents. We are here. So this is the amount. So we need to show how they got this balance. So as we can see on our left, we have what? 2,450. So it means we are going to use the balance brought forward. Looking at this transaction, it was made on credit. So a credit It's when money is being deposited. So it simply means we have 26,935 rand 48 cents plus 2,450. So we are going to add this amount because it appears on credits, so that it increases this balance to 29,385 rand 48 cents. So that's how this balance was calculated. Right, so now we are going to take a quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.